Hi, welcome to my channel, To and Fro. Today I'm going to be doing a reading where I tap into the Divine Feminine's energy, and we're going to get advice for the Divine Feminine on the Twin Flame journey and in regards to the Divine Masculine. So, all right, let's get started. I'm just going to be pulling tarot, and then I'm going to be pulling a couple of oracles at the end of the reading. Spirit, what advice do you have for the Divine Feminine? What advice do you have for the Divine Feminine on the Twin Flame journey, Spirit? You have the High Priestess. Two more. Ooh, Ace of Swords. One more. What else? We have the Moon. Oh, wow. Two major arcanas. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is like realizing something, realizing the truth, something becoming clear. High Priestess. Okay, I'm going to clarify. Please clarify the High Priestess, please, Spirit. Advice for the Divine Feminine on the Twin Flame journey. Clarify the High Priestess, please. Ooh, okay, we did need two cards. We have the Fool, another major arcana. And we have Three of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Swords, please. Please give me two cards, please, Spirit. Advice for the Divine Feminine on the Twin Flame journey. What advice, guidance? Okay. This is a Star. I so badly wanted to use these cards. There's just a little bit of nudity on there, but I'm just gonna cover up with my shell that I got from Myrtle Beach. So we have the Star, major arcana, quite a few majors. One more for the Ace of Swords, King of Swords. Okay. Clarify the Moon, two cards, please. Advice for the Divine Feminine on the Twin Flame journey, Spirit. Clarify the Moon, please. Whoa. You have Nine of Swords. Ooh, the Sun. Oh, wow. We have Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start with this High Priestess energy. Yeah. High Priestess. So that would be you, Divine Feminine. I feel that Spirit is right off the bat calling you in, encouraging you to get in touch with your intuition, wanting you to realize your power, to tap in. This is being clarified by the Fool and Three of Pentacles. The Fool, it's about like new beginnings. This is the very first card in the major arcana. So it's almost like starting over, having a new beginning, taking a leap of faith. I even heard the Fool being described, you're taking a leap of faith into the unknown, right? And we have the Moon here. So this is like a newfound awareness This is a new you, a new energy. It's exciting. And you're more aware. You're awake. You're feeling powerful, I feel. Three of Pentacles is all about partnership. But here I feel like this is you, Divine Feminine, partnering with the divine. Partnering with spirit. You know, it's like you're building this new, I feel like you're building like a new foundation, a more solid foundation within yourself. Using this like newfound awareness, this newfound power. I'm hearing like you're all knowing. And it's like you can take on the world now, right? With this Fool card. Take a leap of faith towards whatever it is that you want to take a leap of faith towards. I believe the Magician comes after this, right? So it's like manifesting new for yourself, new beginning, new reality. But it's like you're able to, it's like you partnering with the divine and building a new life for yourself. A new, better, more fulfilling life. Then we have here the Ace of Swords. So this is, I would even say, like waking up to the truth, realizing something, and we're being clarified by the King of Swords and the Star. So I feel like that kind of goes, that taps into that whole energy of like taking a leap of faith. So starting over. So this is you healing, right? You're recognizing the need for healing yourself. And you're doing just that, doing that work. And then you're coming out on top. Partnering with the divine. And you become this high priestess. And you're able to now like have a new beginning, a new start. And this King of Swords, I kind of feel like that's very, it can be like head over heart. When I look at the King of Swords, I get this energy of being more intentional. So this is now you being awakened to your power. And now you can navigate life. You can move about in a more intentional way. You know, you have this ability, you see things more clearly now. You're aligning more with like your truth. And this is after having done the work, having healed yourself, you know, whatever wounds you have. Be it childhood wounds, you know, wounds stemming from past relationships, friendships, family, or what have you. But you've healed yourself, you've done the inner work. And now you can, like I said, align with your truth and navigate life in this like more free, more intentional way, with the divine supporting you, knowing that the divine is supporting you, knowing that you are divine and that you have spirit, universe, the divine able to, now I'm thinking about this, the Fool card, right? They take a leap, and it's like, well, I'm gonna be caught. You know, they say take a leap of faith, and what that means is having faith that you're supported, having faith that the divine spirit universe is going to catch you. And you're the high priestess, right? Like, that's what that's all about. It's about knowing this, knowing this truth, realizing that you're this supported spiritual being. And then we have here the Moon card, and that is, wow, it is being clarified by the Sun and the Nine of Swords. Immediately I'm getting, Spirit is saying, you don't have to be scared anymore. You're not alone. I'm even hearing my love, like, you don't have to be scared anymore, my love. I don't know, I'm romanticizing this a bit, but that's just what I hear. Like, you know, like the moon is walking into the unknown. It's getting in touch with your intuition, letting your soul guide you. And it makes me, whenever I think of the moon, mind you, I'm not, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not a religious person at all. And I didn't even grow up with religion or anything, but 12/12, as I said that on the, on the timer. But when I think of the moon, you know, because it's like walking into the unknown, and I know, like, there's this saying, like, you're not walking alone. And I remember growing up, and, like, you know, you would see, like, the footprints in the sand, and then it's like God is walking with you. Like, you would see, like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I remember, like, it's very comforting. But it's like as you're walking, you know, I guess through, I don't know if it's a beach or the desert, but it's always in the sand. And then there's like footsteps next to your footsteps, and they would say, like, that's like, you're not alone, God is walking with you. So I kind of think of that when I think of the moon, like walking into the unknown, but it's like you're being guided, you're not alone, you know, spirit universe is with you. Also, I feel there was another, I remember I made another reference as well. But I think more of that reference than the other one. I think I was thinking of, I don't know, I was thinking more of like Moses, you know, when they part the water, because I had another card from another deck where the moon, and it seems like the water is parting, and then, like, it looks like a woman, so I would say, like, divine feminine is like walking through. So it's like also like being led, being guided through the unknown, you know, to the other side. So, and I think this other side is obviously, it's like it's more beautiful, it's brighter, it's, you know, that's where your new beginning is. You know, like I said before earlier, this is like taking a leap of faith into the unknown and having faith that you're supported, you're partnering with the divine, and you're supported by the divine. And this is being, and that's why I was saying, like, I hear, like, have no fear, because this could also be, the moon could also mean like fears and illusions. And there may be like that's what it is. It's the fear of the unknown, but you're being led to, you know, move forward, to walk in this direction, to walk into the unknown. I also kind of get this sort of, I'm getting this energy of like like being in the dark, and then like there's this with the sun, like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So this is, you know, this may be a dark time for you, and you may be going through it, but keep going, keep pushing forward. You know, like I said, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. This is where happiness lies. You know, it's a new beginning. It's brighter, it's happier, it's yours. And so you're being led out of the dark. So don't give up, right? It's so easy with this Nine of Swords, like you may be feeling, you know, really, really down, probably feeling alone, feeling like this twin flame journey, right? This is giving like dark night of the soul. And Spirit is saying, you know, just keep going. Also, what's important, because we have this at the bottom of the deck, and that's very much an important energy here, is we have this Four of Swords. So this is resting, this is healing, right? Along with the star here, this major arcana with the star. This is the overall energy. This is also being encouraged. Spirit is encouraging you, Divine Feminine, to rest, heal, relax. And believe, have faith. Have faith in the divine, spirit, universe, and have, more than anything, have faith in yourself. So yeah, we have here the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That's about like balancing, organizing, getting, you know, like really getting yourself together. So maybe like prior to this Two of Pentacles, you're needing to rest and heal first, you know, then you can like worry your pretty little mind with this, with all the things that you need to do, all the things that you need to get in order, you know. Then you'll, you know, when you rest and when you heal, you'll be positioning yourself to make the best choice, the best decision for yourself, whatever that is. Because here we have Seven of Cups, which could mean confusion, having a lot of options, you know, what do I do? Which way do I go? You know, I know like this, I'm asking all of this whole entire reading as a, let's, you know, go back to the original question, which is, I'm asking for guidance for the Divine Feminine on the twin flame journey. So, mind you, with the Seven of Cups, there's good cups, there's bad cups. But once you rest and heal, you will know what's best for you, right? Once you tap into your intuition and you get clear and more intentional about what's best for you, you're gonna know exactly what to do. And you know, it might be challenging, there might be, you know, there's going to be quite a bit of work ahead, but Spirit is saying like, you got this, you're supported, you're the High Priestess. So you're very powerful. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Okay, so I am now going to close out this reading with 3 cards. Spirit, please give me 3 cards to close out this reading. Guidance for the Divine Feminine on the twin flame journey. 3 cards, please. Guidance for the Divine Feminine on the Twin Flame journey. We have King of Wands. Two more, please. Guidance for the Twin Flame, Divine Feminine on the Twin Flame journey. Knight of Swords. One more. Okay. Once again, 4 swords at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Justice card. So we have a King of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Justice card. Right away with the King of Wands, I'm focusing and I'm tapping into the Divine Feminine energy. So I feel like this King of Wands is you, Divine Feminine, and Spirit is encouraging you to be confident, have faith in yourself, and really, the King of Wands can also be like an entrepreneur. So I feel like there is something that you may be passionate about, and you're being encouraged to put your energy towards yourself, towards your passions, and to do that unapologetically, and to have this confidence within yourself, the same confidence that a King of Wands would have. I mean, you could also think of this as the Divine Masculine, because I'm also now that I see the Knight of Swords, it's like, well, maybe this Divine Masculine, once you're stepping into your power, your divine power, you could be very well calling in this Divine Masculine. That might be a result of you stepping into your power. But aside from that, I feel like this is also you focusing on inner union. So understand, Divine Feminine, you are the Divine Masculine, right? That's what inner union is. It's balancing the feminine and the masculine energies within yourself. So I like to think of this King of Wands as you, Divine Feminine. You taking a page out of the Divine Masculine's book, right? Really focusing on yourself, you know, your passions, finances, things of that nature, you know. Also, this Knight of Swords, it's a fast-paced, kind of like rushed energy. So, as I said before, I was like, it's time. It's time for you to step into your power. So that's what I get with this Knight of Swords. It's like, it's you doing that now. Not delaying that, not waiting, not hemming and hawing, you know, like, oh, you know, no. Like, it's time for you to really step into your power and be sure about yourself, about your confidence, you know, about what it is that you want, what you deserve, and not bending on that. And then we have the Justice card. I feel like this is also like your karmic justice. You know, like you are almighty, you're powerful. So this is your time. This is your karmic justice. You know, all that's been done to you, all the wrongs, I mean, you're transmuting that and really building yourself back up even stronger. And and to the point where I believe not just the divine masculine, but really you're going to have options. You're going to be standing in your power. That's not here right now, but remember we saw that 7 of Cups. You're going to have options in love as well. You're going to be calling in all types of divine masculines by focusing on yourself and stepping into your power. That's going to be the result of that. That's going to be the consequence of that. Yeah. All right, so we're going to end on that note. So keep doing what you're doing. Focus on yourself. Pour into yourself. Don't be so obsessed and caught up with the divine masculine and what they're doing. We're now going to, like I said, transmute that energy and pour it back into ourselves. All right, so on that note, I'm going to pull from my Animal Power deck. And it says here on the back, awaken your personal magic. So we're gonna see what animal that spirit has for us today. What should I say? What animal and their power that we should be aligning with, you know, focused on. All right, I'm gonna pull one card, and then I'm gonna read the message from the book. All right, Spirit, what animal power shall we align with today? What animal power should the divine feminine on the twin flame journey, what animal power should she align with today, Spirit? One card, please. We have the owl. Oh, wow. Activate psychic insight. Activate psychic insight. What does that remind you of? The High Priestess. Nice. I love owls. All right, what is this? Okay, here we are. I'm going to read this out. It says, the owl represents seeing through the darkness to greater truths and deeper spiritual awareness. Owls can turn their heads 270 degrees, taking a wide view of their surroundings. This is symbolic of owl being a seer and having full awareness, even when things are shrouded in darkness. Ask yourself, what truths am I avoiding because I fear the darkness? One of the greatest things you can do for yourself is to eliminate the dark, shadowy parts of yourself and face them with bravery and open-mindedness. When you are honest with yourself, your life becomes one of truth and illumination rather than deceit and confusion. Invocation to activate owl medicine. Sacred owl, I allow your potent insight to work with me. I am ready to clear darkness, fog, and confusion to allow for clarity and illumination. Wow. Okay. That was perfect. Thank you, Spirit. That just, wow. That mentioned the truth, the darkness with the moon, Ace of Swords, High Priestess. Just, it summed everything up perfectly. That was amazing. Wow. This is why I love tarot, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to actually just end it on that note. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next reading. All right. Bye.